I need your help with just a simple question. When did we all get so greedy? Okay, so let me kind of give you the 30,000 foot view of this, right? Okay, so I've worked in journalism for almost 20 years now. Okay, I've never paid for an interview. I've never paid somebody to be on my show. When I worked for the networks, we never paid anybody. That's not how this thing worked, okay? I guess I still believe in the editorial process. But check this out. When I started my podcast, I began getting these weird messages from people. Pretty big name podcast wanting me to be interviewed by them to promote my podcast to their audience. And then for just a one-time fee of only $599, they would interview me on their podcast and introduce me to their audience. What the hell? So now, this has become just another marketing tool. Is there any integrity left in media, or has social media just killed that altogether? I don't think it's just social media. I think it's all these subscriptions, people trying to sell us ebooks, people trying to sell us courses, people trying to sell us services that just do the same thing as another service, that do the same thing as another service, that do the same thing as another service. The money grab is endless. Now, on my podcast, I don't charge the guests. I never have. I never will. I still do the legwork. I still do the interviews. I still do the editorial process. I vet these people before they come on my podcast. Okay? If the only thing they're doing is coming on this podcast to sell you something, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them. And I'll tell you why. Because I still believe that people want to do business with people that they feel like they know. People that they feel like they can trust. People that have more to offer than just a service or a book or a product of some type. I feel like people want to get to know the person a little bit. I feel like people are more likely to do business with somebody that they know something about. I know I'm that way. I like to do business with people that I feel like I know something about. Brands that I feel like I know something about. Brands that have a story. People that have a story. If you're trying to sell me a course, don't just put yourself out there to sell me a course. Tell me why you're even qualified to write this course in the first place and sell me on who you are. Not just proving that you're another course out there collecting a fee. People are tired of this. You see, we're tired of being pawns in the corporate sales game. Everybody is trying to be somebody. Everybody's trying to be an influencer. Everybody's trying to sell a book. Just because you write a book doesn't mean that you're actually good at it or that you're actually qualified to even write it. ChatGPT will write a book for you. I don't know why we've all been caught up in this money grab. Like, we see somebody else's money and we're going to try to snap it up from them for our own benefit. What happened to being comfortable with yourself and being comfortable enough to sell yourself alongside your product? Because the truth is, just being another ebook or being another product or another subscription or another course just isn't going to be good enough. Just being another blank marketer isn't going to cut it. I think that what we need to do is go back to the good old ways of doing business. You're a qualified individual. You're a smart person. You need to show it. You need to offer something more than just your product. You need to get on the podcast and do more than just ramble. about how you wrote a book or you wrote this or that or the other. And with my podcast, that's what I try to do. I try to take it just a little bit deeper. Because I don't want my audience to feel like they're just buying another product. They're paying another fee. They're getting another ebook that says the same thing 600,000 other ebooks have to say. That's not what we're looking for. Me, myself, and my audience, I believe are looking for people with real value, who have real products with real value, who have something more to offer than just a product. They have insights to offer. They have experience to offer. They have a real story behind them, not just another blah, 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 blah. But I think this speaks to the bigger problem with society. We all want to be somebody. We all want to be the next big thing. Well, why do we all have to be the next big thing? Why can't we just be who we are and let that be good enough? Now, I spent the first part of my life trying to live up to expectations, deadlines, and commitments. Things to leave in, things to leave out. Wasn't it Bob Seger that said that? You know, now at 43, I kind of see things a little bit differently. Being able to take things out, being able to accept things for what they are, and being able to buy into something that I really feel good about, that I really feel like I could get behind the person who made it. That's what's important. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with people writing books. I think it's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with people selling courses. I think it's great. But you're going to have to go further than just being another talking head. You know, it takes a lot to be marveled in this day and age. Everything's been said, everything's been done, everything's been seen. It takes a lot to impress us. I think one of the most important things that we can do is be genuine. Be true to ourselves. Be true to who we are. Be real with ourselves. And not lose focus of that. Maybe it's time that we put that back into perspective. Quit chasing the almighty dollar. Tell me the story. Make yourself interesting. You sell your product. You offer somebody more than just another book or another service or another product or another app. Because us as consumers, that's what we want. That's what we really want. I think we all really want to know who we're doing business with. Now, like I said, I don't charge for anything that comes on my show. Anything. I don't charge for the website. I don't charge for these videos. I don't charge for the stuff that I do. Because making YouTube revenue is good enough for me. Making a little ad money here and there, that's good for me. I don't need to make millions of dollars a year. I don't have that desire. I believe that living well, living good, and being happy, and being a very high performance individual, I believe that there's more to it than just a dollar sign. And I think my audience feels the same way. So let's focus more on telling the story of us, who we are as individuals. Make us an emotional sell about you and what qualifies you to do whatever you do. And if you're a marketer, beat it. I do business with individuals, not marketers. I'm Matt. This is the vlog. My website is mattpierceblog.com. My podcast is the Matt Pierce Podcast. It's pretty simple. You can find it wherever you find your podcast. Or you can watch me here on YouTube. All this stuff is free. I'm supported by the ads that you see on here. That's it. Never a subscription, never a fee. That's not how this works. Please, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video.